20 past 5 in the morning. Crash has far much more energy than I do. Apparently this is the time that I stream at now, because that's just how it is. We're done. Thanks, Crash. Right, so we just did this walkthrough. What's up, chaps? Welcome back to Crash 2. I am tired as feck. But let's hang out anyway, right? Yeah? Today we might finish Crash 2's main stuff. So in other words, the crystals, the gems, and perhaps Cortex at the end? Maybe? We'll see. Actually no, probably do Cortex before I get the last gem. Just so that we get to see both endings. So yeah, tonight might be a bit of a quieter one, because tired. But we'll just see how it goes, right? Oop, okay, almost dying immediately. I remember how to play the game, it's been a couple of days. Wow, that guy was fast. Solid start. Oh, we were on 69 lives too. Rip. Yeah, how is everybody tonight? Because I am tired. Extraordinarily tired. I don't know what's wrong with me, I just can't seem to get proper sleep at the moment. It's rubbish. Like there's got to be more of them, right? Jeez, you gotta react fast to these guys. Okay, rude. Yeah, I'm just tired. I'm just a tired boy at the moment, and it's not my favourite. Not my favourite thing. I've been like this for weeks, and it's just really like draining me hardcore. But you know, I really want to play the game, and I can't do it off stream. Well, I mean I could, but I'd really rather we all got to see the game in its fullness. You can tell I'm tired because I'm just rambling. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights. I forgot, there was something I wanted to say, but I've forgotten what it was. Okay, these guys come pretty close, huh? Jeez, you don't have a lot of room to move there. Having to actually concentrate a little. This is mean. Hopefully I can survive this explosion. Yeah. It's fine. That'll do. Alright, Mr. Square Movement, dude. Not a problem. Okay, second square movement, dude, is a problem, apparently. Oh man. Feels extremely bad. Yeah, this is one of those games that I get a real urge to just play off stream, but I've committed at this point to not doing that. Let's actually watch this all. Jeez, he's fast. He's a fast lad. I mean, the next game that we play is... I mean, after Crash 3, that is. That is lava in the sewers for some reason. After Crash 3, it's going to be Fallout 3, and that's still a few days away. Probably a week or more away before we start that. And I'm not technically starting Fallout 3, I'm picking up a playthrough that I had in progress. That's going to be a very different experience. Because I'm not going to be like completing, doing the whole 100% on stream. Because frankly, that would take ages, and I don't really want another Pathfinder experience. So yeah, that'll be very different to Crash, where I'll just be doing stuff on stream and won't feel the need to really show absolutely everything that I do. But feels really sketchy. Why would I come here? Do I need to go there? Do I need to go this way? I don't know. Maybe we'll do this first and then backtrack. Yeah. So yeah, just all-outy nonsense. Let's... Can we make that jump? Not if I do that. That was entirely the wrong thing to do. That nitro was echoey as hell, man. Oof. So it'll just be stuff, and if any of you guys want to show up and backseat me, then by all means feel free, because I don't really want to go for like ultra completion Fallout 3. Mostly just playing it to get it done, because I've never finished it before. Hold that thought. Okay, that took a little bit of concentration. It'll just be doing whatever is fun in the game, really, like the main quest, and then whatever else happens to be relevant or whatever people want to see. Okay, that is helpful. So by all means, since I don't know the game very well, feel free to backseat the hell out of me. Wait, 93 out of 93? Then... Oh. Okay, that actually sank. Sank? Did I kill all the enemies? No, you can't kill these barrels. I'm backtracking, by the way, because... I forgot about these two rats. Because there was a place over here that you can fall down. What does this do? I can't tell exactly where this guy is. Oh, you can hold your legs up. I forgot about that. Yeah, if you hold the slide button, Crash holds his legs up like this. Which means he can avoid being killed by these guys, but never mind. I mean, I technically still have the gem, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know what this way has. You can't move when you're holding your legs up though, so there is that. My depth perception is not great at this. So let's take it ultra slow. God, this guy's fast, isn't he? Also, it does take a brief moment for Crash to bring his legs up, so... Can't be too careful. Was that a secret exit? I didn't even realise there was one there. Interesting. Where the hell does that put us? Maybe Ruination? Would make sense, right? Hang in there, maybe, was that achievement. So yeah, this was totally fly. Really? Totally Fly doesn't seem to have a crystal, but it does have a gem. So is this a secret level? Just a full-on secret, no crystal thing? Oh, it's a light level. I didn't realise. It's been a long time since I've been through this much of Crash 2. I didn't realise that the light mechanics made a return. So yeah, cool. This time it's not masks though. This time it's fireflies. Yeah, so check that out. Still gotta be careful, like. We also go relatively quickly. Within reason. What was that? I felt like I jumped a bit further than that, but sure, okay. Fine. Maybe the time trial would be a good idea too. Maybe not, now I'm thinking about it. We'll just do totally flying twice when we have to, right? Yeah, it's all about going at least a little bit quickly. Within reason. There we go. Be careful with this guy, because that nitro. The explosion radius on those will absolutely hit you, by the way. Also the return of these dudes that were in Cortex levels. Specifically in Crash 1. I don't think we see them again in Crash 2. They're just kind of here. And our Firefly is starting to run out. Look, we're okay. And if the bonus level also has darkness mechanics, it seems too. Except this time, it's not really. I see. Kind of have to keep up with the fire though. Although I can kind of see what's going on, so it's not too bad. So yeah, it's different. I missed 2 boxes. Were they the nitro boxes? I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, they were nitro boxes. Okay. I can barely see where I'm going here. It's just enough. Oakley dokley. Not many boxes in this level. I guess the real challenge is just the darkness, but it's not nearly as dark as it was in Crash 1 in these levels. Oof, TNT there. Make sure to get these before picking up the Firefly. Make the most out of this dude. Okay. Yes, I am doing this in the dark. Pretty sure you can see those boxes, right? Yeah, barely. Yeah, this would take a lot of time if you did this by getting this guy first and then going forward. Oof. Oh, to be fair, that's a lot more lenient than I remember it being. Oh, look at that. It's all of the lives. And a completely unnecessary Firefly. And a gem. Nice. Totally fine. Done. Secret levels, eh? We will need to get back there at some point to go for the relic, though. I don't know if you can shortcut to the secret warp room after the game is over, or if you have to go back through one of the secret exits, or not. I don't remember. Just pull that out of me, bum. Thanks, Crash. Totally Bear's also a secret level, look. No crystal on this. Interesting. Anyway, up we go. I don't actually know how to get back into this warp room. Maybe you can just go down. Yep, okay. So it's underneath all of the regular warp rooms. So you can. So we learnt that we won't need to do hanging out or anything again to get back in there. We can just do that. The only reason we did it was to open up the secret level in the first place. Oh, sorry. Not paying attention here. Alright, hanging out. That is done. Digging It has a secret gem in it. Also new mechanics. New mechanics that I don't believe ever show up again. Burrowing avoids plants and bees, but not mallets. Yeah, we're going to play a bit of whack-a-mole. Except we're not going to be doing the whacking, we're going to be doing the moling. That is a verb now. Something something, can you dig it? Ha ha ha. These are new. So yeah, these plants, jeez, they spout explosive grenades, and they used to be just black. You can't walk into them because they have fire, the thorns on them, and you can't kill them. Except you can. And they drop a lot of fruit. You have to body slam these guys though. Except you have to be very dead center, as I just learned out. Learned out? Figured out? Learned? Whatever. But to be fair, they can't shoot backwards, so it's not even a big deal. Can simply ignore them. And then we got tiki faces, which are very angry looking dudes. These speed boosts, which are really kind of a non-issue, really, aren't they? Be careful there. I did see the plant shooting, and then I just chose to totally ignore the fact that it existed. That's inconvenient, isn't it? Jeez. Alright, fine. Fine, we'll just take the hit and go. I don't think the projectiles can actually hit you in midair, which is also convenient, isn't it? Also, this is risky. I can't tell what's in between those boxes there. It'd be really mean if they put nitro there. It looks like I might need to get up there. Let's have a look. Speaking of nitro. Let's see. What I was postulating on was, I wondered why they'd put a checkpoint directly after a bonus level. So the stuff above me, I guess I could break a box here and then try and like jump up. Let's do that. Not enough. No good. Actually, there's something above there. I want to get up there and have a look. But we're going to have to redo that bonus. Yeah, see the checkpoint there, what's the point? Miss one box every time. Nice. Solid work. See all the... oh, it might just be lives though. It seems like it is, yeah. That's fine. We'll... I really did not mean to do that. I meant to go over them, obviously, but... I was literally about to say, that's fine, we'll just skip them. And yes, for you guys that really must collect all of the fruit, don't worry, I got your back. I got your back. I tried. That life is no good. Hopefully there is a nitro explosive thing at the end of the level. Anyway, quite a lot of boxes in this one too. Death route. Okay, let's do the death route first. Oh good. This is horrific. Hopefully dying on the death route does not delete it. Okay, good. That is a mean-ass jump. How best... I mean, I want to aim for, like, the middle of the end too, but... like that? That's rough. I just realised there's boxes here. I'm not going to be able to get back along the death route, am I? And if I want the box gem, I'm going to need to come both ways. So I reckon it'd be best to go right first. Bees. Be careful of bees. You can spin them. You can't get rid of the hives though.
I'm a great wizard, I am!
What's... help. Let me just pause that. 8 months, dude. 8 big boys. Cheers very much for subscribing. I am the low energy lad right now, so excuse me for perhaps not being super hype about that as much as I maybe should be. Let's just spin on this ground and you can tunnel into it. And then all these explosions. I'm invulnerable. Nothing hurts me. I'm the Smush Bandicoot. How am I going to get back through this area? I don't know. Smush that guy. I really don't know how I'm going to get back through here. It's going to be hell. Luckily, oh, you can actually spin when you're under here too. To get out you have to jump. Look at his feet. Excellent. I wonder if I can kill these guys. Oh, you actually can. Nice. That's convenient. I think you can hide from the bees by doing this as well. But you can also kill them if you spin backwards into them. Big deal there. Oh my god. Right. So there is a backwards section as well. Oh dear. So we're going to need to go back, because I think that's where the death route ends. Oh! Apparently getting killed by a bee is an achievement, by the way. There is a unique animation to that, so I'll try and show it instead of falling down a pit if I get hit by a bee again. Yikes. I'm not feeling super confident about this. How are you doing today, boss? I haven't actually spoken to you in a few days here. Noticed you picked up RimWorld. How are you liking that? It's a game that I've seen played a little bit, but not a whole lot. Oh god, electric fences, huh? This is going to be a pain, isn't it? Ah! Well, there's the animation. Crash, incredibly allergic to bee stings. Oh god. I tried to spin that, I really did. My reactions are sluggish at best right now. Gotta spin a little bit early. Let's just play it safe and tunnel whenever we can. Actually, let's test something. No, the hives are just, they have collision. You can't spin them. You can't break them either. You can't, like, smush them, body slam them or anything like that. Some delightful digging sounds. careful of bees. And lightning. Is it really lightning? Electric at best. Shit. Okay, okay, the animation, we've seen it. As hilarious as it is. Oops. You can cancel that, by the way, by jumping. Like that. If you make a mistake. Bees will not run towards the screen either. So once you get past a hive, it's actually somewhat safer. But still a bit spooky. I looked like for a split second at chat there. Nearly got myself killed. Okay, now we're into sections that I don't remember very well. Slash at all. Ah, damn it, it was a bee. They move fast. Alright, so there's bees at the mines. Also bearing in mind that we have to actually do the death route as well. It might have been easier to do the death route first. Which is not something I expected. It's been a very long time since I've done these levels. So actually remembering them is not easy. B? You can actually dodge them too. I just realised that. Okay. So there's bees here. Past the bees. Pretty sure there were more electric fences. I spun that. There's another bee after the bouncy box. Learning. So if I had a tip for this, it would be to do the death route first, and then come back and do this section. Ah. My reactions are just super slow at the moment. Oh, I don't mean to be so awful, but at least we got a pity mask, right? Hello, hello, stop this. Never mind, pity mask is gone because my reactions suck. Damn, man. It feels bad to be, like, very acutely aware of how badly you're doing. Oh, the cooldown on the spin. Guys, I need help. I need just all the energy. Maybe let's, oh, for God's sake, getting hit by the first bee again. What am I doing? Also, yeah, I've stopped digging quite so much because there's a bee here. Stop digging quite so much because it's slow. So focused on the electric fence that I don't spin the bee. Just use some memory, yeah? Right, there's a bee here. Good. Memory. Didn't really need to dig there specific. Well, I did. I needed to spin the bee. Bloody bees. Maybe they're wasps. I mean, no, well, clearly they're bees. Because of the nests. Yikes. There's another bee's nest, isn't there here? No? Yes? There's a bee here, and another bee after this. Ah, it's so fast! At the pit. Sooner or later they'll be giving me 2 masks every time I die. We got to that stage, install me a scent. That was rough. B. dig then. Bearing in mind, we could die immediately on the nitro when we get to the death route, which is going to be real lame. Crap. Saw that guy coming. Bees at the mines. Again. Now at this second pit. Oh my god, I even pressed it literally as I died. I don't even know what's after this section as well, like... This might be a huge waste of time. It might have been a much smarter idea to just finish the level. And then give it a second shot. I forgot about that guy. I'm really trying to keep hold of that mask for this electric fence section. You really gotta spin as soon as you kind of hear the bees more than anything else. Well, you give it a second anyway. Jeez, he came close. Alright, B, he's fast. Okay, now I don't know what's here. And I'm slightly worried. Okay, death route. It's not even that hard to get back that way. What am I doing? Okay. I feel like the music's changed slightly. It's a bit more frantic. Let's ignore that. We're going to get chased by bees that we can't escape from. Oh god, that's gonna be hell to get back there. Oh, why? Guys, it's fine. It's fine. I know exactly what I'm doing. Just gotta be good at it. That's all. Video games. There's once again, the discussion of challenge and difficulty in video games is flaring up around the release of a FromSoft game. That would be Sekiro. Sekiro. B. I really didn't want to lose that there. So, everybody's talking about difficulty in video games again. Why it's even a thing, I don't know. Really? They do actually move slightly back beyond the hive. Okay. Now I'm at 2 masks, alright, this should be easy. It should be easy, we've got 69 lives and lol. Forehead. Fucking Dan's game. Ugh. What am I doing? Just forget about the first bee. Honestly, the discussion is interesting. I find the most interesting discussion to be around, like, video game journalists needing to be good at video games. Oof, sorry, concentrating a bit there. Because, like, traditional other media, right, other traditional media and journalists there, for let's say film, a film journalist, doesn't necessarily have to be good at anything, does he? He just needs to be able to critique the film. There's no, like, particular skill involved. Well, video games have a secondary level of skill involved. Like, we have to actually be able to get through them to be able to give a proper review, right? Whereas, sorry, this is new stuff. Ooh, okay. You have to be able to get through the game to be able to give it a fair review, right? To be able to say if, like, was the end game any good or whatever. So, people say, oh well, if you can't get to that point, then you're a bad video game journalist. You can't make those assumptions and those decisions and those statements, remarks, comments, whatever, on the games. I seem to remember this being a thing. Never mind. If you don't actually get to them and test it out and try it yourself. And that's a whole different level of ability that's required for the job. And a lot of reviewers don't actually either, they don't play through the whole game, so you never get the whole picture. This is a secret warp. The Flora Fop. Flop? I don't know what that said. It was some achievement for finding this. Damn, that means we need to go and... oh, for God's sake, I should have come back to that. Shit. Now we've got to do that section again. Well, on the plus side, we got Road to Ruin opened. I'll get back to this discussion in a second.
Crash, I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something's not right with his statements. Beware the tricks he's
Oh, also confirmed, that is Debbie Derryberry, I think is her name. Jimmy Neutron voice actor, and all sorts of other things as well. She's been in a lot of things, but she's using the exact same voice there that she uses for Timmy in Guild Wars 2, and I find that very interesting. Very interesting. This is Road to Ruin's secret entrance. Wait. What? What was in the middle of that? Didn't I just say earlier that it was fairly mean to put stuff in the middle of these? Look at that. Why would you do that? One TNT. How mean. Oh, I was too far out. Oh my god, man. Help me. That's such a tempting target to body slam as well. That'll do, that'll probably get everything right. That was stupid, unbelievably stupid. Good job, me. Tonight we're just gonna lose all of our lives. Right, a little bit of concentration here. There we go. Now we're back at the start of the level. I don't believe... although I do want to test now. Okay, this is the actual start of the level. Yeah, see. Okay, just wanted to make sure there was nothing else I was going to just randomly miss by being dumb. Whoop. That's really wanted me there. To be fair, I think I finished the whole discussion on difficulty in video games. Journalism and that. Oh no, we can't go for the death route. Good, to be fair. I think it was actually this level specifically where I was saying, oh, I remember a place where they really want you to body slam a load of boxes and they hid some explosives in there. I wonder if I subconsciously remembered that it was in fact in this level. It'd be interesting if I did. Oh well. Anyway, nowadays, traditional video game journalism is kind of a dead meme, really, isn't it? I mean, who exists that's traditional these days? Like IGN, GameSpot? Can't think of anyone else. I wouldn't trust IGN with a game review. There's one reviewer at IGN that I trust. I don't remember the guy's name, but he did the Dirt Rally 2.0 review recently. And I'd only trust his opinion on racing games because he seems to know what he's talking about. He seems to have a proper appreciation for it all. Good job, mate. As for GameSpot, I've no idea. Honestly. Hey, look at that, a gem that was floating for some reason. Very good. Traditional media outlets for game reviews are just not particularly, like, good, and you don't feel quite that personal connection to them. Whereas YouTubers are so much better for it, because you can get such a better personal idea of who they are as personal people. Personal people? My English is super good tonight, guys. As if it isn't bad all way most of the time anyway. We're gonna need to go for digging it again. Yeah. So if we go back to, like, Total Biscuit was the single most prolific game reviewer that I would listen to, and listen to his opinion on all kinds of stuff the most. Because I knew who he was as a person, and what he liked, and he made it extremely clear and obvious what was good and what he didn't like, and all that sort of stuff. So I was like, no, I feel like I know him well enough to be able to understand why he doesn't like this thing, or perhaps why he... oh god, why he may or may not have thought one thing about one game and a different thing about a different game. And you get that with people, like there's GGG Man Lives on YouTube is... oh wow, we're gonna get invincibility? PogChamp. He does, like, a lot of, like, older games, or weirder games, or slightly obscure games, or just typically stuff that you don't really see all that much. And I feel like I've got a decent idea of what he thinks about those games even before he plays them. Mandalore Gaming, another reviewer that's just kind of showed up on the old scene. Not been around too long, but he's like super professional about it, and he shows what he wants to show, and he means what he means to mean. You can understand him and everything. It's all good. And because you listen to these people for such a long time and they have their own platform to talk about it, they're not restricted to like a 5-minute IGN review or whatever it is, you have the opportunity available. Should we do the death route first this time? No. Oh, you know what I should have done? Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'll go through this the exact same way I did before, because I know it now. Anyway, they have this long-form platform to talk about the game for however long they want, and they're not, like, indebted to people to be like, oh, I need to put out a review on said deadline. So it's not like, oh, the game has to be out, the review has to be out, like, the same day the game comes out, you know, because of review embargoes and viewership and all of that nonsense that you have to think about as a professional company. Which means, ultimately, you get a lot more detail in those reviews, in the specific places that you would want that detail. Or that that person feels like they need to put that detail in for. So, like, maybe the end game in something like Crash Bandicoot. Now hold with me here, this example is going to be a little weird. The end game in Crash Bandicoot is something that really would not get mentioned by, like, a big reviewing company very much, because let's face it, the end game is basically get the gems, get the relics, right? But to an independent reviewer, that might be a huge part of his review, or her review, because maybe there's a ton of nuances in some of the speedruns that they really want to talk about, or that they feel is worth talking about, I should say. Bees, bees, bees. The next one is at this pit. And again. Okay, death route. I wish I still had a mask for these nitro boxes. I wonder if there's a better way to do this. Like if I can hop over just this one on the left and be safe in that spot next to it. I'm gonna wait for it to pop. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That is much better. Oh, I got blown up. Rip me. Let's try and keep a mask this time then. Jumping first at that section is such a trap. And other times you'll find, like, certain reviewers, like, let's mention Angry Joe reviewing games. He will pause for quite a long time and usually talk at length about microtransactions, for example. Because that's a big issue for him. And other people might just be like, well, it's not really such a big issue for me, I don't care all that much about them, so they'll spend a lot less time talking about them. But, you know, that's why you listen to many... Damn it. Mistakes. That's why you listen to many different reviewers, right? That's why YouTube's such a good platform for it. Anyway, I think I should probably get off my soapbox at this point.
Homo sapiens sorcerus irritabilis.
Doctor? Stephen plays YouTube, you're now a doctor, apparently. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Let's time this a bit better. Actually, that wasn't even the one that I died at, was it? It was this next one. Eesh. I needed to slide jump. Oh, mistakes. Right, maybe this time we can actually concentrate a little bit on what we're doing and not do the jump first. isn't meant for doctor. He is just a D. Yeah, I read it wrong the first time, and we're now going with it. You're now a doctor. How does it feel? Studied for many years to become a doctor of YouTube, I guess. Oh man, could you imagine? I see that happening in the future, you know. Bees, I can see doctorates being a thing for the study of YouTube and social media. And that is a scary thought. It is an insane thought. Could you imagine going to uni or college? What did you study in college? Oh man, like ancient Greek history or whatever. I studied medical science. Oh, what did you study? Social media? Yikes. Oh, there's a lot of very angry, explosive things happening right now. Okay. Are we good? Are we finally good? Oh. Just keep jumping, keep jumping. Whoop, whoop, that's fine, that's fine, everything's completely fine. 3.5 years away from college. To be fair, it might be a thing in the future. It might be a thing. In fact, to be fair, it might already be a thing. I wouldn't say that I'm exactly in touch. I want this guy dead for some reason. I wouldn't say that I'm particularly in touch with what people study these days. Get out of here, bees. Oh, right. The introduction of mallet boys. Oh! He's a lumberjack and he's okay, except he's using a mallet that is literally a tree trunk on a stick. Anyway, get out of here, buddy. Spin away, dude. Later on we'll see these guys combined with the bees while we're trying to dig underground, and it will be a much larger problem than just having them out there like that. But that's good game design, to introduce those guys to you, so that you know what they do early on before they're a big problem. Actually, you find that's typically a thing that happens all throughout the Crash games, and any good game is that they'll introduce a mechanic to you in isolation and then build upon that. It's a fun thing. That's why raids in MMOs are difficult and stuff. Ah, Cold Hard Crash apparently has 2 gems in it. We got all the colour gems. No, we're missing purple? See, a lot of these have extra gems. Ah, there's the purple gem. In Behaving. Let's do Behaving then. Oh, behave. Get it? Get it? Like beehive. Oh, it hurts. A special gem lies beyond a clever deception. What could that mean? I'll let you guys wonder on that. Ah, no, they run at us. Good. Large beehives as well here, by the way. I think the large beehives spout a lot of bees. Yep, so it's not a good idea to spin them. It's in a secret nitro staircase. Well, thanks for that. I already knew, but by all means. There goes the mystery of it, I suppose. Anyway, the point of the bees is to run away from them. Unless you can dig. If you can dig, you're safe. I don't think it safe from nitro though? No, I had a mask I wanted to test. That's a mean box. Ugh. Although to be fair, I don't think I'm going to be really going for that. Oh god. Imagine this with a D-pad. Interesting. Listen to that didgeridoo go. I spun a bee into the nitro. I just jumped into a jumping nitro. Good job, me. I'm super good at this game. Back to 69 lives again. Careful. Careful, doesn't it? Feck. I don't even think it's... Oh god, you need to move first and then jump. I don't even think it's worth me going for all the boxes, because I'm going to go for the secret exit here. Oh well. I'm going to continue being stupid. Do it anyway. Yeah, maybe I can do this. Bees? No. Ooh, that felt extraordinarily risky. This is a very angry tiki face. Oh my god, luckily it's predictable. Now we know why all the electric fences exist. Yes, you can spin those guys only while you're underground if you're in mid-air in the middle of it. Yeah, I guess going for the boxes was kind of a waste of time, unless I want to come back here. So, yeah, this is not incredibly obvious, is it? I mean, it sort of is. These nitro aren't real nitro. Unless they are. You see, they don't actually hop up and down. They're not, like, super scary nitros. So you can actually stand on them. And that's a sneaky purple gem. Okay, risk. I wonder if there's even any boxes in this section. I might not need to do all of this. So yeah, if you jump to spin, if you spin those dudes while you're in the air, the diving animation to go underground, you'll be okay. And you save yourself from the bees as well. I don't know if I really need to do this section. I mean, we have the purple gem, it's in our inventory now. But I want to make sure that there's no boxes this way. Ah! These guys appeared one at a time in the game. Look at that spin. The iframes during that whole diving animation is so good. Feels excellent. Just be sure not to jump accidentally. Can I walk into these? Oh, you actually can. Okay, so I'm being overly careful on my jumps here. I would imagine though spinning them will still set them off. I don't know for sure, I don't feel like testing that out. But maybe they do. Let's wait for bullets to be over pits before we jump over these. Spin jump. Slide jump even. Gameplay tonight is just all over the place. And you watch, there won't even be any boxes in this route, and it'll be a total waste of time. Huh, interesting. Just jump around that guy. Speedrun strats learned. Wish I had a mask. Is there more? Are there more bullets coming this way? No? Are there bullets coming this way? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna need to slide under that nitro box. I don't know if we need to slide jump over this. Again, just taking it super carefully. Getting a nice quick rest. I mean, this is a nice safe spot to stand in, but nothing else. Let's just wait for this. Underneath. If there's literally 0 boxes to break on this path, I'm gonna be a little upset for wasting so much time going forward. But hey, learning and skill and practice and all of that stuff, at least we're getting all of that out of this whole experience, right? I don't think it takes quite that much effort to shoot a gun. That box was slightly higher than the last one. Feels extraordinarily stupid of me to do that. Hey, maybe we'll get a mask soon, and this will be easy. Maybe I'll find out just how much time we're wasting. You know, I was thinking, like, the last 2 warp rooms were going to take no time at all to get through. But yeah, then I remembered how much there actually is in the last 2 warp rooms, and now I'm paying that price. Let's use him to get over that. This is safe. I just wanted to speed through. Okay, we got a mask now, so we can make one mistake. Also, there is a huge delay when you do the spin on that diggy ground. In other words, if you're in the air like that, doing that whole maneuver, you can't move. So it's stuff to learn for the relic run. In other words, if you can avoid doing that whole safety strategy there, then you should. Okay. Good. That. Oh, I thought I could just damage boost through. Yeah. What happened? I got through the first 3/4 of this game so fast, so easily. Now here we are, and it's like somebody else is playing the game. That's my secret. I'm always playing the game. How? What did I even hit? No, that was just terrible. Because like, after dying to this, like what? More than 10 times now at this point. If I find out there's no boxes there, it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be extremely sad. Right, can we maybe not get hit by some of the first bullets? Oh my god! It's impatience that's killing me. Ugh. Ugh. At this point, I'm quite sick of behaving. Behaving? It's behaving, right? I'd be interested to see if those nitro boxes actually explode at the end of the level, or if they really do just stick around to be like, really reinforcing the fact that they're fake. What am I doing? It would be nice to have a mask at that point specifically. If I could stop being quite so bad, that would be real nice. Don't know how many lives we started this level with, but it's not looking good at the moment, is it? Oof! Oh good. This is now a checkpoint for us. Because the game feels so bad for us. Oh god, the embarrassment. That's a mechanic that we've not really seen. I think we've seen it like once in one other level. Where a random box will just become a checkpoint because the game is like, hey, you're dying a lot, you might need help, right? Is this new? I think this might be new. A mask. A mask. Glorious maskage. That's not gonna help though. And now we're down to not having a mask because we got a checkpoint instead. God, this is pretty embarrassing, honestly. I don't know why this seems so hard when when it clearly isn't. It's just one of those sections that's like, have patience, you'll be fine. Let's wait for this bomb here. Okay. That's where I was before. This guy's gonna need a spin, isn't he? Can I duck under this? Okay, good. Bonus platform? Is this actually the bonus level though? No. Where is this? Where is this? This is a box. This is stuff we've done. Also, I got a life from spinning that beehive. I wonder why. Maybe it's not a bonus, it's just a question mark? Interesting, so it just puts you a little bit back. And we found out there are no feckin' boxes there. So that's good. I spun that. That was completely my fault. And that was too. Okay, cool. Hey, at least we're at new stuff, right? Oh, barely making that. Yikes. Lots of nitro. Can I barely walk around that? Okay. This is a weird set of platforms. Like it's conditioning me to play a certain way, right? Ah. That's not so bad. And I guess the rest are nitro? I sure hope so. If I've missed something, then I'll be upset. Oh. God, jeez, we haven't even picked up the crystal at all this level. Solid yikes from me, guys. I feel the need to kill this dude. Delicious. Ah! The nitro explosion. Is that... I hope that's everything. Oh, we're finally done with behaving, guys. We're finally done. Jeez. Is that everything? One crystal, one clear gem, and a less than delicious purple gem too. Nice. That puts us at having all the colour gems. Heh, nice percentage. I'm 12 years old. Still missing a lot of other bits and pieces though. Plenty of gems and stuff it seems. It's a solid thumbnail there, by the way. Behaving thumbnail. Alright, so we've got Cold Hard Crash and Ruination. Both of these have more than one gem. Let's go ahead and do Cold Hard Crash. Smoking Joe, thanks for the raid, dude. I don't know why the notification isn't popping up, but Twitch's notification's doing it, so that's something, right? Maybe in a few minutes or seconds, Streamlabs will actually tell me that that happens. Yeah, I appreciate that. Cheers, dude. Single viewer? Hey, man. One single viewer? To that one dedicated viewer, I appreciate you. Can I make this jump? Sure as hell gonna try. Yeah, what were you streaming, Joe? Crash, I would imagine. But Crash in what sense, right? Speedruns? Or casual stuff? And which game? Satisfactory! That's a game I've looked into a little bit. Seems like a fun one. I've been watching a hell of a lot of Factorio recently, and Satisfactory looks interesting. I don't know. How is it though? Because it seems like not nearly as fleshed out as Factorio is. I could have sworn there was like a fake crash in one of these ice windows. Highly recommend. The only thing I don't really like about it is that it's on Epic Games. What the hell am I standing on right now? That was weird. I guess we want to go as far as we can then. Alright. It's games like that I always really like the idea of, but never can find myself getting into because I'm such a perfectionist with that stuff, and it really takes absolutely forever to get it all right. Let's see how this does. That's all of them. Nice. Detracted quite a few folks. Yeah, I just don't want another launcher on my... This icicle's gonna set this TNT off, isn't it? Very clever. Naughty dog. Very clever indeed. Yeah, I just don't want another game client on my system. Really, it's kind of a silly reason to not play a game, but if I can avoid it, I will. But like Steam, Uplay, and whatever EA's thing is called that I forget. Interesting, there's a death route here. Well, let's go for it, I suppose. GOG's thing as well, which I don't use, but is a thing. Yikes. Galaxy is what GOG's thing's called. Let's slide through there. Oh good, it looks like we're gonna have to come back this way. I don't like the fact that we're going to need to come back this way. Okay, careful. Careful does it. Oh good, Nitro, my favourite. Oh god, that's fine. It's not really that fine, but... Oh my god. Oh my god, that is... unpleasant. I remember this route, yeah. Do you need to crash for the night? Have a good night. Thank you very much, Smoking Joe. Cheers for the raid. And yeah, have a good night. Do get some sleep, because no, I sure as hell am not getting any. I got up this morning at 2 in the morning and it's now 20 to 7 and it's not doing me any favours, I'll tell you that. Certainly not doing me any favours in terms of crash as well. Like my gameplay, I need that mask. Oh, I just wanna kill this seal. I don't know how fast I want to go. Ideally just... Feck. That's gonna be so hard to get through those. Oh. Not a fan. Heh, 69 lives again. Just seem to hover around that number. Good. Solid crushing work there. Never mind, so much for that life count. I noticed we still haven't had the raid notification. What the hell is happening with Streamlabs? I noticed the lag from when Stephen plays YouTube. I mean, Twitch now has an activity feed that I can look at, which is nice because I have my dashboard open so I can see what's going on. That's new, by the way. So I get to see when people follow and do whatever, do things, and typically it happens just before Streamlabs gives me the notifications. How do I make that this time, but not previous times? Oh, balls! I did not want that. See ya. I wanted to hit that exclamation mark box and then get back. That sucks. I guess Streamlabs is just having a bad night. Wow, there's a lot of boxes in this level. I mean, we're half done. But still. Oh, God. The risk. Never mind. I got killed by the slowest possible enemy. Also, question. Are there going to be any boxes down there? Let's test. There are. So... So my question is, how do you break everything? doesn't make sense to me. Because there's boxes here, right? But if we get all of these, what does this box become here? Because there's something above me. Maybe it becomes a nitro box? These are counting, right? Wow, okay, that was extremely lucky. Yeah, these are counting for stuff. So how are you supposed to get back and break all of this stuff? This section. That's fine, just break all of these. No! I mean, this is clearly further in the level. What if you're not meant to break everything? But you are, because there's... Well, that's the point. What's the point? To get the gem, you need to break everything. I couldn't spin or slide or do anything that I wanted to do there. I'm gonna go ahead and hope. I mean, for all I know, these are just like nitro boxes that show up. I don't know. But I want to be sure. I want to know what's happening here. I want to understand the mechanics. Intentionally do that to clear the nitro out for the next section here. Right, and now I can get back and see what that actually uncovered. Okay. That's just metal boxes. That is clearly a huge middle finger. That is so blatantly a huge middle finger. They knew what they were doing there. They knew that this was hard as hell. Look at that. All of that for one life. Now then, can we? Get back on the death platform and leave the way we came? I want to come towards us, Crash. Ah ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! I didn't know you could actually do that. And that's how you get both of the sections of the level. See, I was wondering how you... At the end of the death platform, right, at the end of the death route, it puts you in a place, like, past these boxes to where you can't get back to them. dangerous. It's fine. Now I'm super worried about dying because I'll have to do all of that again. Okay. Slightly worried. Only slightly. But slightly is more than not, so you know. I guess I have to make that jump. And a checkpoint. Good. Now I no longer have to worry about it. That's a lot of crates to create. Why? Why have 4 of these? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know why they do it like that. That's scary. I was really not entirely aware if he could trigger that nitro box or not. It's a window full of fruit. Sure, I'll buy it. Delicious. I can't leave. Please, thank. Ah, a window full of nitro, but also a life. That wasn't so bad. Alright, we're just gonna YOLO it. There's a life there. I ain't going back for it. That 129 boxes, and this should probably put us where the death route ends us. Yeah, look at that. That is sneaky. Just avoid this dude. Spin you away, yes. Ah, jungle rollers. Actually jump for it though, yes, crash, thank you. That is a lot of boxes. Let's see. I sure hope we haven't missed anything. Whoop. I seem to remember there being something like that at some point as well. Maybe that's a different level. I'm super paranoid. Oh no, that is the last 2 boxes. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh. Alright, that was a very complicated level. A lot of boxes. A lot of difficult stuff. I'd love to see that nitro section done fast. Because my god, the skill. The skill involved in that is ridiculous. I chose the no skill route and just damage boosted through it, but there you go. That's one way of doing it. Cold hard crash. But my foot's exactly crashing him. Nice. Now what are we missing? We're missing 1 more crystal and 2 more gems. Ruination. Off we go. Ah, the old green gem path is here. Now I wonder if that gives us a secret gem, or if there's a death route here. Look at that. Another mean thing that they did there. Let's ignore Mr. Mouse because I don't want to release the lizard. Never mind. We're releasing the lizard. For some reason I thought that was super suspicious then. Oh, there's a mask hidden there too. Nice. I think this is the nitro section. Yeah, I remember that. How do we get through? Kinda like that? That'll do. Ah! Okay, green gem. Let's see where this takes us. Hopefully... Oh god, it's one of these sections. I bet you don't even need the green gem, do you? I bet it's possible to make that jump. Good. Solid work there by me. Oh, at least we can see this one coming. I also don't know if I need to slide jump these, but I'm doing it. Just in case. Oh good, these are less than pleasant to walk on when they're facing towards the screen. Oh good, giving me a mask for free. Nothing's ever free in this world. Get out of here, Yeti man. Why are there Yeti here anyway? Ah, a gem. Also, that's probably skipped us quite far into the level and there were no boxes to gain. So the best course of action is to just start over. Or well, you know, go back to here anyway. Yep, we still got the gem. There were no boxes to gain, so that's definitely the best way to go. Yeah, look at that, we'd have missed the bonus and everything. It's kind of a big deal. Right. Probably want to be careful here. Take out all of those very carefully, yes, because I don't think we'd have been able to get back up to the top there. Oh, I could be wrong. Ah, yeah, this one's tricky. This one's a little bit tricky. Just simply stand here. Because you won't be able to get back up to the top there. If you're not careful. That's kind of hard. Should probably spin the top boxes there so it's easier to slot in between them. I'll do that this time. Well, you know, provided we get there. Seems that the difficulty of the last two wall rooms ramps up quite a bit. Or maybe I just overcomplicate things, that's definitely possible. Probably just sit here again anyway, can't we? Yeah, look at that. Easy enough. Right, this time... did that happen? I fell like 3D away from the screen. I didn't realise I was pressing anything. Man, that's a really dumb mistake, isn't it? That's probably one of the stupidest ways I've died in this game. Also being super careful of Crash's hitbox here. I don't want to break my way up just in case I can't get back up there. Also, I bet you can probably body slam those before the TNT goes off, but I don't like the risk. Interesting. Okay, that's not how I intended to do that. But I just landed on those boxes and thought, well, the game just threw me a bone there. Very good. What a really long travel time they give you there. Interesting. Get out of here, you monkey git. Go, 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 go. Ah, the checkpoint we were all wondering about. Get screwed, lizard dude. Oh god. I remember these from Crash 2. Oh, the 3D rotating ones. That's awful. That is the worst obstacle I've come across in a long time. Slide jump? Oh god, this is messing with my head. Luckily Crash's shadow is decent enough here for me to be able to position the jumps. What are those mice on rotating platforms? And this is where the green gem puts you. So hey, progress. Oh, that is mean. That is extraordinarily mean. Luckily, I somehow managed that.
What have we got?
Wood? I guessed as much. Could probably make a couple of jumps here, but I just want to be a bit safer. There we go. That's every box. 2 gems, 1 crystal. 1 more level to go. Is it 1 more level? Actually, there might be everything. I think it's just the boss, right? Engine? Yeah. I don't know why they have you fight Engine, because Engine is clearly working with Cortex.
Crash, I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. Deliver the crystals to Engine.
Ah, it's not fight Engine, it's give him the crystals. Except, obviously, we're not gonna do that. Because apparently Crash is just smart enough more gems. Crash is just smart enough to realise that he's been tricked. We got everything at this point. We do. Nice. Alright, engine. Unique mechanic in this fight. One of my favourite bosses throughout the entire trilogy, I'd say.
Like Dr. Cortex said, give the 20 crystals you collected to me!
Except we won't, and instead of spinning, we can throw fruit. And the idea is to hit his orange bits. Problem is, I don't know what his attacks are. And obviously we don't have a huge amount of room to maneuver. I believe also that you need to hit both of these things. I don't think you can throw diagonally either, no. You can't spin in this fight, you just throw in fruit. Seeing people who are actually good at this is it's a hell of a lot faster than me doing this. Oh, you don't even have to face it, I didn't realise. Crash automatically throws them that way, okay. Alright, what's next? Because I really don't remember. Oh good. Missiles. Doesn't give you a whole lot of time to... Oh god, this is rough. Oh, also you can't hold the button, you have to keep spamming it. If I had to guess, I would say that this attack pattern continues until you break one of these pods here. Oh my god, my aim is all over the place. So it's probably a good idea to kind of try to DPS both of them at the same time so that you can break them both like very quickly. Is kind of not the easiest thing to do. There's one, I think. Yep. So he's probably going to change his attack pattern here. I don't actually know though. Hitting this is the hardest thing ever. Yeah, look at that, he's going to shoot sideways. Luckily we only had to deal with that very briefly. So, one more bit, I think we're going to have to hit the middle. Right. The one problem with that is that he will take out these platforms. And then he does this. No? I'm thinking of a different boss. Right, simple enough. You don't get a lot of time to deal with that, by the way. Because he will take all three platforms out eventually, and then you just lose. I was thinking of the boss of the original Sonic Adventure game as Sonic, where you beat the boss and then he just kamikazes into the platforms and tries to kill you that way. Don't know how I got those mixed up. That's everything in this warp room, right? Yeah. Alright. Final warp room. Solid stuff. Piston It Away. Ha ha ha. Rocket. That's a fun one. Night Fight. Pack Attack. And Spaced Out. There's some fun levels in here. Let's do nothing.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
Alright. Chill out, Cortex, you big-headed weirdo. Let's do pack attack. Ah. Yes. Welcome to another new mechanic. Also redone controls in the remaster. Great music too. Animation. Fly forward, backwards and spin. So I guess that's up and down. Right. So the control stick is not inverted. It's up and down. B is backwards. A is forwards. I can still spin. So yeah, welcome to the jetpack levels. This is going to be really confusing for me. Just take them slow, I guess. Oh my god, this is not good. This is so confusing. Okay, the confusing thing is, it would be easy if up and down were on the buttons, and forward and backwards were the other way around. Oh my god. This is really unimaginably confusing. Okay, I am going to invert my controls. Yes. So now holding down takes me up. That makes a little more sense. Right. That's not good. It's still extraordinarily confusing, by the way. And yeah, those wires, they hurt you. Lasers obviously hurt you. Fiery death beam obviously hurts. I think the red thing on the left is hot. Just take it nice and slow. Oh yeah, then there's these guys. Remember these dudes? How do we go backwards? Remember these dudes from the castle machinery level at the end of Crash 1? Yeah, they're back. A little different, but they're back. But these ones you actually have to kill. Because they're... Actually, no. It's possible to skip through those sections, those orange glowy things. I guess I want to go down? Oh, I just don't know how to do it. It's a speedrunning trick that I obviously don't need to learn. Maybe it'll be handy for the relic runs. This is going to be a real nightmare for the relic. Because you're just going to have to go fast with these controls and it's really weird. I mean, you can see I'm adapting to them slightly, but it's still dodgy as hell. This one. Also, depth perception is hard. Yeah, you need to spin them into these like weird reactor things to actually remove
I'm
them.
a great wizard, I am.
Xavier would be 8 months. How you doing, dude? You haven't replied to my stuff. Thanks for subscribing again, though. I'm confused. Go. Let's not really try to go for free quite so much. Oh, on Facebook, man. I asked you about Vampire the Masquerade 2. And you read it and didn't say anything, and I was upset. I mean, not really like upset, but I was like, Extremely confused. Let's go back a little. That's a crystal. Nope, I nearly missed it there. Over here. Just poking fun at it. No? I was genuinely interested because not many people I know have actually played the vampire game, the original one. And I think it's pretty cool. Alright, well, that's a mess up. Hopefully the nitro is all we need to get here. We missed a box somewhere. Same stage you are. Nice. Where did we miss a box? Oh god, that's not pleasant. Go. Anything up here? Anything down here? I wonder. You did play the original odd game. Oh, the original, odd game, multi-potential. I guess I missed a box somewhere. That's annoying. I remember that happening in the originals too. Well, I guess we'll leave that one for later. We'll just come back to this after we beat the game. More time? To be fair, it was bugged, right? It wasn't actually finished. They just kind of rushed the last part of the original Vampire the Masquerade. So yeah, you are correct in thinking that. I'm interested in playing it myself. I've only seen it, right? I was going to play it last Halloween, but then I decided to do Silent Hill instead. Let's do Spaced Out. Too much freedom? What do you mean by freedom in quotes there, Xavier? Too much RPG, not enough balance? I don't know what you mean. Also, what did you play as? Can you remember what clan you played as? Oh, this is... Sides of those platformers are very dangerous. Apparently those are hot. Don't touch those. Oh, these enemies. Yeah, they do that. Do you want to go for the colour gem stuff first? Yeah, let's do that. In Morrowind you can make a character that would be completely useless. You can still beat the game though, that's the thing. Also, did you know there was a multiplayer Morrowind mod? I've been looking at that quite a bit recently and thinking, I wonder if I want to play that. Certainly looks interesting. Oh my god! Can we do this level properly? Please. I see what you mean. So you're saying that VTM had... What am I doing? Like, what was... Because here's the thing, right? I've played, and I've seen these games played enough to realise that, like, you can make a non-combat character, and you can make a non-combat character work pretty well. So is it that you're saying? So I don't know. Or are you talking about it from like a completionist perspective, where you want to do everything, so you need lockpicking, you need hacking, you need all the deception traits and stuff like that. You need to be a stealthy character, all of that stuff. Damn it, my patience is just no good right now. What am I doing? The timing on everything is so balked. You shouldn't have to play the game for ages in order to break down the mechanics enough to complete all the aspects. I mean, that's just a consequence of the RPG. And that's, to me, that's RPGs, you know? That's like, alright, you chose to make the character do this specific skill set and be this way in combat, so you're going to have difficulties in these sections of the games because you don't have these skills. Whereas maybe you did something differently next time and you got some replay value out of that. I don't know. Alright, next little section. I believe these shoot when you start them. Yeah, they do. Deus Ex isn't a great example, but as you play it, one way you get how to do the other way. Yeah, Deus Ex isn't a great example. Especially if I'm thinking like Human Revolution. Because if you play it stealthy... Shit. If you play Human Revolution stealthy, then, I mean, you have access to everywhere, pretty much. Whereas if you play it combat, you don't. Unless you're talking about the original Deus Ex, in which case, again, if you play stealthy, you typically get to see everything, right? But I'm not as experienced with that. Let's observe. That's not enough time, is it? Goddamn, that's a rough jump. Yeah, I get you, man. I don't know, it's hard. I like that kind of old school design. Where it's like, oh, you chose to do it like this? Alright, you can't do that anymore. Adds some replay value. I'm the sort of person who really likes replaying games like that. Being able to see all of the things. Granted, it takes a long time. That felt really sketchy. I probably should have gone there. I'm actually going to wait and get this life. I am that greedy. Yikes. Oh yeah, these guys. Don't remember how to deal with these guys. You can just do that. Okay. You need to jump up at them and spin them while they're not pushing. This is a good job of teaching the player how the mechanics work. Yeah. Oh, this is sketchy. Oh, you can hit them twice in one shot? I didn't know that. Also learning. Well, we've got the gem now. We could just jump off the edge. Do the level normally. I don't know. What I'm hoping from the game is that they don't mess it up, because the previous one is such a beloved game. I feel like they could very easily do something wrong. And I also don't really know what I mean by mess it up, you know? Just be faithful to the law and stuff, I don't know. I think I want to get up there. I don't know why I wanted to be up here, but I did. Oh god. This is awful. Alright, Xavier. Well, good to see you about again. It's been a while, man. See you later, my dude. This one actually stands for reading. Yeah, I jumped into it. Oh god. That's a long way without a checkpoint. So these levels, I'm not a big fan of these levels. Ugh. Not a big fan of these enemies either, because the timing on them is really weird. Okay. And the hitboxes are much larger than I would have expected. I seem to remember that the tentacles were not actually part of the hitbox, but they are now. Oh my god. They're giving us a checkpoint now, that's how badly we're doing. Oh my god. Scared. Extraordinarily scared. There we go, just do that. How hard is that? There's a checkpoint. I don't know why I was struggling so much. And now you see why those guys are quite mean. You really can't land on those and spin at all. Thought I could get a shot, that was just incompetence, don't mind that. These levels were never my favourite as a kid either. Taste of his own medicine, huh? What's the bet they're gonna put boxes behind one of these blocky view blocking objects? Because I expect it. Oh good, some steam pipes to jump over. Hopefully that's just a run. Okay, let's not get the mask, let's get the bonus first, right? Oh, it's this one, I remember this one. This one sucks. I'll tell you why it sucks. Can I go underneath or over? What would be best? Over? Maybe not. Maybe underneath. Maybe I'll go under. I don't know. Let's see. That's such a rough jump. Maybe it's possible? I don't know. I'll try it under this time. I'm such an idiot. I really am. Probably you want to do that. I don't know. Check out how high pitched these things are. I sure hope the rest of Nitro boxes, otherwise I'll be coming back to this level again. I'm clearly having a lot of trouble with it, so I'd rather not. That checkpoint's pretty close. Never mind, it's not. You're here. It's a lot less close than I thought. I see. Go. Best way to deal with this? Maybe just go all the way over. Oh, it's a good negative. Well, checkpoint anyway. Let's do this. There was no escape there, was there? I guess we just do that. Can I be fast enough to do that? I don't know. You sure can. That's all the boxes. Not so bad. See you later, scumboy. Jump this. Easy. And there we go. Alright, I forget the name of that level, but there we go, it's done. I think there's one more of them as well. Which is a yikes from me, because they're not the easiest levels in the game. What have we got? Like a couple more to do? Spaced Out, that was it. Oh god, we're gonna have to relic run that later as well. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is leave Pack Attack's gem to come back to, so that we get the regular ending, and then when I come back and get the gems, I'll then beat Cortex again. We'll get to see that ending. Piston It Away? Sure. 2 gems in here. Piston It Away. Did you get it? Did you get it? A death route? Oh god. And it's a piston level, which means it's probably like that Spaced Out level, right? Which means this is gonna be horrible. Oh god. Sod it. It's sure is a piston level. Okay, jump only on this guy. See, this is what throws me off, is that some of them do the uppy-downy movements. Some of them are just always like that. Anything else? Gonna go ahead and hope that there isn't. Oh, I'm talking about the tentacle dudes there. Like this guy. Well, he's dead, never mind. Bad example. Whether or not you have to jump on them, or... See, these guys are always up, so you have to spin or slide them. this guy isn't, just to throw you off. Really trying to remember exactly how to deal with all of this stuff. Like that. And then like that. Ooh. Good old sketchy nitro boxes here. I'm not going to go any further that way. Also, since I've been told that there's a death route on this by the tooltip, I'm being extra careful. He went up at exactly the wrong time. Oh. One crystal. I don't need to kill this guy. I don't need to kill this guy. That's correct. Okay, that was risky. Death route. Sure, let's go for it. Let's also take the opportunity to 69 boxes to check if there are boxes on it. There are. God, that's not good. Okay, we're gonna have to time this. Like that. I don't know why, but the scream is so satisfying. Yikes. I seem to remember a box being hidden around these sorts of areas. Oh, a checkpoint as well. I guess we want this. Really? 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 Are you sure about that? How am I going to deal with that? Not like that. What? Apparently I'm hankering to just fall off the edge. How best to deal with this? Because that platform on the right will fire at me immediately, so if I slide onto it I'm pretty much just dead. But I have to take out the enemy that's there. So that's the only way to kill him. Well, here's my next plan. Right from the edge, do a tiny slide, and then get up there like that. Oh good, these alternate, that's the worst. Good. Are there any more boxes here? Well, that's extra terrible. Huh. What's the play here? Can I go back? Interesting. Oh, sneaky. But you can't get back there because you've already killed those enemies. Okay, interesting. So you gotta come back for the death route.
think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
More excited for Fallout 3 streams or Discord 2? Wastica. Thanks, dude. I'm gonna hop out of this level and redo it. That does forfeit the gem that we've already picked up, but since it's on the death route anyway, I'm gonna have to redo stuff. Yeah, cheers for the donation, dude. You're hanging out in chat somewhere? Probably watching the VOD by the sounds of it. Yeah, Fallout 3. We're just gonna be kind of dicking around with it though, honestly. Hopefully you're listening to this part at some point later on, question marks. I don't know how this works. Time is convoluted in, apparently in the real world as well as Lordran. Oh, you're there. You're there! Why type many word when few word do trick? Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of just like, I'll just be dicking around really. I know I've got some of the main story still to do. I can't believe I got hit by that there. That was really dumb. And the rest I guess I'll just be like, hey, what quests are worth doing? Because I don't know. And I don't know how long that playthrough is going to go for. It'll just be like, as long as we've still got content to see, or like interesting content at least. Let's not risk this. Let's bring this guy closer so we can do that. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Upcoming expansions for Kingmaker? How are they making so much more content for that game? It's crazy. Okay, one crystal, one checkpoint, one love. There's the death route. We're not going death route yet. What we're gonna do... Oh, I need to... This is a guy that I need to keep alive. So we need to ignore this enemy. So we need to be able to get back up there, and that jump is too high. Death route? Oh, death route, yeah. I was confused, like, what are you talking about? Death route? English, man. It's hard work. I believe... No, I don't need those boxes. I can get rid of these. I do need those, though. I'm gonna go ahead and guess... Okay, that's fine. This bonus is pretty mean. Because you need to leave that box there to get over. Back to where these original 3 boxes are. Playing it a little bit safe because I don't really feel like redoing this bonus level a bunch of times. I've done plenty of that tonight with behaving. this is definitely a slide jump. Oh god. Yeah, that's why this bonus is a bit mean, because there's lots of back and forth and stuff here. Ah. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Sherbet. Not like this. All those lives forfeit. Yeah, technically you don't lose lives for dying in a bonus, but if you pick them up during a bonus and then lose them, then they're gone forever. Actually do the spin there for the extra distance. Okay. It looks like I missed a load of boxes. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's just nitros. Let's do this. Jump over that. I'm not going to get this checkpoint. My plan is to come back and pick it up on the way back. Ooh, almost died there. One box. Do I risk it? Yeah, I do. Just wasn't really hard, was it there? It's fine. We're past the death route, it should still exist for us. That's something I didn't know these guys do. If they actually hit you with the shield, they don't do any damage, they just push you around like the tribesmen in Crash 1 did. But if they hit you with the shield, they do actually advance on you. Didn't know that. That is the end of the level. However, we need to go back. I'm sorry, what? How did... that was... sure. I'll take it. That was stupid though. The game giveth, the game taketh away. Oh, look at that. I wonder, can you spin these, slide these guys? Turns out, yes. Mistakes were made. Fallen into the death loop again. Yep, it's happening. Interesting. Uh-oh. Oh god, I didn't want that. I didn't mean to pick that checkpoint up. That was bad. That was the last box, right? So now I just do the death route. Which does mean backtracking through the entire level. But that shouldn't be too bad. The problem here is this section here. Let's figure out how best to do this. Like that. Can you stop this? Okay, this is why I wanted to leave that checkpoint up, so that I didn't need to do this little section over and over again. Shit. Because there's all this sort of memory stuff going on, and I'm not good at it. Ah. Those screams are really satisfying though. Said the serial killer. What? Nothing? You heard nothing? Big yike. Singular yike. Right, now how did I do this? Extreme panic is how I did that. There. Then, presumably a big jump. Yeah, this guy we want to bounce off of. We just need his cycle to be correct. Will it ever be correct? I don't think it will. We were close. We were close. I'm disappointed that I accidentally landed on that checkpoint, so that I have to do this a little bit over and over now. Also, I haven't commented on the music in these levels. It's okay, I guess. It's future-y? I don't know. It's okay. Shit. That was pixel perfect. Do you mind? Do you mind? Also, I've completely forgotten the fact that right bumper also slides. I don't want to change my control scheme right now. It's so scary. Really got to time it so well. Maybe I'm timing it too well. By too well, I mean too tightly. Because obviously, if it was too well, I'd just be doing it. Literally doing it right. Doing it correctly. That is not the case. Clearly. Maybe it isn't even. Maybe it's nowhere near as complicated as I'm making it. Also, the mask might actually be detrimental here. Because if I destroy that enemy with the mask, I won't be able to get back up. I remember this taking a lot of attempts as a kid as well. Good to see that things haven't changed too much. Or not. You see. Oh my god. Right. Can I just explain what happens there? Right. For those of us who don't know, slide jump, can't make it. Can't make it with a slide jump, right? We're absolutely positive. Can't make it. It's literally impossible, right? What about a crouch jump? It's the same height, right? Right, we're absolutely positive about that. If you hit spin at the end of it, extra height. Oh my god, I hate everything. I hate everything. Okay. Of course, I didn't know that as a kid, and the death route platform is gone. You've got to do all of that without dying. Hell indeed. But now we've learnt. Oh my god. Now let's do it in one shot, right? Easy peasy. Trying again. This wouldn't be so bad if there weren't also boxes on the death route. That's what makes it difficult. The fact that you've got to get to the end of the level, backtrack, and then do the death route as well. We're an expert at this level, right? So it should be easy peasy. Should be the operative word. Alright, Lost. Good to see you again. It's like 8 AM. How has this happened? This is what happens when you get up at like 2 in the morning. Everything goes completely out of whack. My plan here is to hopefully keep this mask for as long as possible so that I have a buffer for the particularly harder areas. Now that I've said that, I fully expect to lose it in a really, really silly way. Crystal, checkpoint, kill this guy, second mask. That was lucky. Let's not trigger that. I know that I don't need to keep this guy alive, but I will do anyway. Now I've got to just remember how to go forward through all of this stuff. You see, we're already back at the end of the level. How ridiculous is that? Okay, good so far. No, we don't need to wait. Delicious. Play it safe, get all the height. Same again. This was one that I messed up, so let's do a spin. And there we go. There's only all of these guys left to get through. Oh boy. Spin. I mean, at this point, we know that that's not really an option. To save that. Okay. That's that. We have the crystal, so now we need to go back. We have 2 masks to cover us a little bit here. Oh, that was close. I can't believe that didn't set off a second time, but lucky me, lucky me. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. Yeah. We're gonna restart. Oh god! Also, I will do a minor experiment on this run. God, Piston It Away is such a mean level. I remember this being particularly nasty, but not this bad. Jeez. Jeez. This time, as an experiment, I'm going to jump on the Death Route platform. See if it can go both ways. And see how many times it can go both ways. Because the one in... I don't remember, the last Death Route platform we had. It actually sent us back when we jumped on it. It was the... It's a cold hard crash. So if this one goes both ways as well, and we can use it multiple times, then maybe if we trigger it... Sorry, concentrating. Thinking maybe if we trigger it, and then trigger it again, it'll stay even if we die? Although it's not really a big deal, is it? Shh, that was close. Two masks. here's the experiment. Deathroot, I have activated you. I have progressed to a point where we are successfully deathrooted. Right, congrats to me. Send me back. No? What if? That is so cheesy. Oh yeah, I did want to die there actually. It's not ideal, we've only got one mask now. But whatever, the death route is still there. Maybe it only counts if you die on the death route, that's the thing. That's less than ideal. I don't know why I did that. I just didn't see the platform that was going to activate that shot. Are we tired of this level yet? I know I am. Nitro bounced at just the wrong moment. Luckily, as far as I'm aware, bonus deaths do not count towards losing the death route. So, yeah. Of course, I could be wrong, and we'll find out the hard way. If that is the case, then, rip. I may have just screwed myself there. We'll see. What was that nitro bounce? Did you see that? Did you see that? Getting really unlucky with these nitros. Maybe they're on a cycle, maybe it's predictable. Let's see, let's wait for the big old bounce and then try again. It's a good way of doing it, yes. I got through the bonus so easily last time, making it look like it's actually hard at this point. Oh my god, help. Help me. Why? Okay. See how easy all this is? It's so easy. Just do it. Just jump forehead. Yeah? Why couldn't I do that the first time? Go all the way over like that. Be real safe with this. I can hear people going ooh up the top there. At least when I jumped. Oh, just in range for that guy to be like, the shield. Yikes. That's so close every time I do that. Ooh, oh, I didn't need to come this way, did I? Damn it. I only needed to break this box that was just here, okay. Concentrate, please? Can we get to the death route? Can we do it? Okay. Slide jump that this time. This guy, did I slide jump this time? That's where I died before. I did get rid of this dude, but we can get up here anyway, as I've learnt. And there's the death route. Look how close we were to it this entire time. How ridiculous is that? Now we're just gonna do it. Oof. I can't believe that. But that was a death on the route itself, so it shouldn't be a big deal. That, though, probably will be. I want to check. I want to check. It's still there. It's still there! It didn't count against us somehow. I don't know why. Maybe because we'd already been on the route and it counted that we were sort of making progress? I don't know. I don't know. I think the game did just throw us a bone, so I'm gonna take it. Or maybe that's a legitimate strategy, that you can just go into the death room, die on it, and then come back. I don't know. I actually do not know the answer to that question. Oh god, that was a very late slide. Just trying to remember all these jumps here. Okay. Okay. Right. A second chance. With a mask. No, just don't cock it up. How hard can it be? Let's take it easy with these nitros this time. You gonna do the big jump? No? This one is though. Come on. I see you gearing up for it, there it is. He's cheeky. Get. This is kind of rude. Also, it was absolutely gonna do that. I think I remember this now. Well, I didn't. I did, I just didn't execute it properly. Luckily we got a checkpoint on the death route now, so... progress. There we go. That was very, very unlucky. Yeah, the problem with these squid dudes is that you want to land in the middle of them, because if you land to the sides, they will absolutely electrocute you, but you want to maximise the distance that you jump at the same time, so it's kind of hard. Oh, that's fine. I think we're done. Oh, we're done, boys. Easily the hardest gem in the game, I think. Easily. Nothing's even come close to that. Okay, that took a while. That took a short while. Look at that. Look at that. Now how are we doing? We're done spaced out. Pack attack. Piston it away, so we've got rocket and night fight left. Let's do rocket. Rocket's another jetpack level. Obviously, rocket. Rocket. I do have to relearn the controls again though. So that's fun. Bonk. Right, it's that. I think this might be the easier of the two jetpack levels. Based on how like simplistic it is right now. Also, I've got to wonder how fast you can go if you just hold the A button. Yeah, I think this is probably the introductory jetpack level, so rip me for being an idiot. Oh, you just need to touch TNT to set it off here. Okay. Just be careful though. Ooh, be careful I said as I slide my head inside that red pipe. Sorry about that. I had to mute for a second. Just fly right into that. Good. Literally a second after the checkpoint. And it could have been worse, I suppose. Right. See ya. Nope, backwards. Oh, my controls. Help. Crash looks incredibly happy about the zero gravity. I don't know about you. I don't think I would be. Well, it might be fun. I don't know. These wires are some of the hardest obstacles to avoid in these levels, I think. Oof. Now then, let's see if we actually did get all the boxes. I did. Ah. one more level and then Cortex. Blech. Indeed. I reckon by the name of it, it's going to be a Firefly level. Alright, Crash, chill, relax. So there are 2 gems to get here. And then I'm missing 1 gem, so then there's a secret level. Okay. Night fight. Friendly fireflies indeed. So I hope there's a secret exit out of this, otherwise I don't know how to get to the last level. I'll listen to that classic jungle music. That's cool. That's super classic. Ah, there's a death room. Okay, let's go for it. Alright. No big. Actually speeding up a little bit here. That's just a gem. Are there any boxes though? Is my question. There are. Do I need to go back through this backwards now? Because that's gonna be misery. Okay, fine. We'll do the bonus. Wait, Firefly, help! Get these first. Kind of guessing where platforms are at this point. Firefly, please. Whoops. Hmm. 24 out of 29? That didn't seem right. Oh good, we're completely in the dark. Apart from this dude, who is somewhat helpful. I can't see anything. I think there's a pit right in front of me. Yeah, I really can't see anything. I think there's another pit in front of me. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Let's ignore this guy. Now there's a crystal. Actually, grab that. That's interesting. Okay. At least we just got the checkpoint though. I'll jump between all those guys. I think this is a thin path on the right. And maybe a thin path on the left. Kinda hard to see, if you hadn't noticed. Ah, that's rude. Alright, get rid of that guy. Okay, and this is where the death room was. Can I have that firefly, please? No. Oh. I can't see. On the plus side... Actually, there is no plus side. I don't remember much of what I just did. Let's get those 3 boxes, and then let's continue on. Real quick, like, see if there's any more. There aren't. Okay, so now we know that we go back a little bit, grab those 3 boxes. There's a jump there. Okay. So just those 3. And we can keep going. And this is all the stuff that we'd missed. Yeah, look at that. Don't get hit by these things. And now we can actually play the rest of the level. Do this spinny thingy. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. Gotta be fast. Remember that. Can't dilly-dally on these. Okay. That's the hard stuff over, right? Anything? No. I don't know why, I thought there was a branching path backwards there for some reason. I mean, it's not the first time Crash has done something weird like that. So, you know. I don't expect it per se, but there we go. We're done there. Ooh. But now we have a problem. I think that's all the crystals in the game, right? Hello, Cortex.
Yes! My plan is nearly complete, and I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't gonna use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's gonna harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station. One blast and the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals!
Alright.
Engine, you fool!
Relax.
She's telling him everything! Ah, yes, we're back now. Pardon the, interruption. Crash, bring me crystals!
Doesn't really have a whole lot of other things to say there, does he, Cortex? Poor sod. So where are all the crystals? We're missing 2 gems. One of them is from Pack Attack. Obviously there's Cortex to do. I think I've missed a secret exit from one of these levels, but I don't remember where that would be. I just want to head into the secret warp room to check that out. Okay, Air Crash. Snow Go is done. Road to Ruin is done. Totally Bare. we open Totally Bare? I actually have no idea. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look that up because I'd quite like to do that now. Let's do Totally Bare. Where that be? How to unlock it? You can unlock Totally Bare doing Unbearable. Wow, that's mean. Okay, we need to find Unbearable and get through that again. I don't remember what room Unbearable was in. I'm gonna guess it was the third, but let's check everything. Snoobies, Bear It. Let's go for the third. Bear down, Road to Ruin, Unbearable. The giant bear opens a secret passage. Yeah, this is the tooltip that tells you about the missing boxes for the gem, with all the shooting dudes in them. This is the first level where you meet those shooting horizontal guys. Oh, we get the excellent music. Yeah. So we basically need to finish the entire level again. Animations on these bears are pretty cool too. I obviously don't really get to look at them very much, because I'm far too busy running away from them and looking where I'm going, but it's pretty cool stuff. They kind of gallop like horses, in a strange way. This is where he opens the secret passage and you jump down there to get the boxes. But we've already got the gem on this level, so we don't need to do that. We don't need the bonus either. I'm gonna get the nitro out of the way just in case there's anything further forwards. Is this a level where you gotta get really far ahead? To break the... oh no, that's another level. That was rude. Okay, good job. Wondering if it was the level where you have to get really far ahead so that you can break the reinforced boxes on the route. But no. Literally the obstacle just before the checkpoint. Oh, next. Don't get the TNT. Obviously don't get these. Look at how scared this polar bear is. Oh, little sod. Okay. So, obviously you're supposed to carry on that way, but no. Actually no. You're supposed to make this jump. Ludicrous. I do not remember that at all. And then just hop behind the polar bear. There you go. One secret level, that's the only one that I forgot how to get into. What a shame. No bear left behind. The achievement there. Alright, totally fair. Oh, it's the Dark Bear level. Right. That is a thing. This is what, the second to last level we'll do? And then we'll do Cortex. That'll be it. Here we go. We're after all the boxes, remember? Ah, that's a sprint jump. Careful of the whales, like. Oh, and those guys. There's Una checkpoint. There's not a massive amount of visibility, or you need to sprint jump for that too. What sort of sound do polar bears make? Because that honestly sounded like a woof, if you ask me. Missed all of them. I give up. There's more of a squeak as well. Actually, a squeak is what I would probably expect from a polar bear cub. There we go, got all of them that time. Box on the left there, very sneakily hidden and hard to get. Next checkpoint. That's mean. The timing on that was absolutely perfect to throw you off. And that's TNT, don't run into that. That's a sprint jump. All those levels, it's all about learning it really. At least the music's excellent. Tint. Sprint jump. And the checkpoints are remarkably close together too. So it's not too bad. God damn it, they delayed that. They absolutely delayed that. They knew. I just got an achievement called Crash Cubed, which I have no idea what that is. If it's for dying in ice, then I question mark. I've died in ice many times. That one was actually some warning. Alright, that should be everything. Should be? Yeah. Look at that. Very good. And that leaves us with Cortex. Blech. Indeed. What have we got? We're missing one gem. We've got Cortex to beat. Okay. So we're gonna go do Cortex now. And then we'll leave it there. We'll get that final gem after I've done the relics as well. So we'll do Cortex now, and we'll end the stream. And then next time we'll do all, or as many of the time trials as I can. What am I doing? This is the save button. We'll do as many of the time trials as I can, get the final gem, and then see the secret ending as well. Yeah? Look at that totally bear thumbnail. Good stuff. A lot of gems in this game. A lot of gems. Anyway, let's see him. Cortex. And guess what? It's a jetpack level. one that I don't remember. I remember it being relatively easy, but we shall see. There's your Cortex Vortex. Alright, so just follow him. Don't hit anything. I said don't hit anything. This is a timed level. Don't hit the mines specifically as well. This is a timed level. You can actually reach the Cortex Vortex and then you lose. Did I hit those mines? I did. Oh, I didn't. Felt like I did. Why is he waiting for me? He shouldn't be doing that. Alright, Cortex done. That gets us the running shoes. Hold right trigger while running. These weren't in Crash 2 originally. However, because of the addition of the slide spin technique, they had to add these into the endgame, to the remaster, because otherwise Platinum Times would have been easy as hell for speedrunners if they'd have just built it without the speed shoes, because you can go so fast with the slide spins. Or they could have upped the times to incorporate slide spins, but then for players like myself who are okay at it but not great, or didn't even know about it, it would have been impossible. So there you go, speed shoes. These were actually introduced in Crash 3, but there you go, they're in this game too.
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot.
Correct. We haven't.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex Vortex? It's still up there.
Yes, it is. See, that's the thing, all we did was take his crystals away from him again. He's still up there. He could still potentially activate that thing. But, yeah. That's why that's only the regular ending. There is still more to do. But that won't be happening tonight, or today, or this morning. For I am done. This is a 99% run, as far as I'm concerned right now. As far as the game is concerned as well. That's what we're looking at. We got one more gem to get. Actually, what was the level pack attack? I'm actually going to look at where that box was that I missed, because I missed one box. Must have been hidden behind something. And that's it. We got a gem, we got the hidden ending, and we got all the gold relics to get. So, oh, also speed shoes. Don't work in the warp room, because that changes characters. Anyway, that's me done for tonight. I will thank you guys for watching, hanging out and stuff, and see you guys next time, yeah? Follow the stream and subscribe and stuff if you want to see more, because we've still got plenty more to do, and then we've got Crash 3 and stuff after that as well. So yeah, see you guys, see you next time.